Good morning aspirants, welcome to Crack Grade B to another session of PIB and the first session of the new year. So first of all, please clarify once, am I audible and visible to all of you? Hi, good morning, happy new year to all of you. Okay, so we are starting with the 1st January and 2nd January PIB. The PIB of December content will be available in few days, okay, because it is taking time for making content for the December because of the reviews of all the schemes and other things, reports है, horticulture का data है वगैरह. So I don't want you to give a PDF with insufficient data. So I'm making it very elaborately so that it is useful for you for your exams. Okay, so for the time being, let's continue with the 1st and 2nd January, and after few days in the middle we will take the sessions for December also. Okay, so let's start with the first news. ExpoSat satellite launch. So this is the first satellite of the India and second in the world that has been launched recently for the polarization of black holes, to study the black holes and other celestial bodies, and through the polarization technique and using the two instruments that are POLIX and XSPECT. Okay, so this is basically India's first polarimetry mission, and it is specifically designed to study the behavior of black holes. And ExpoSat will use two scientific instruments. The name of the two scientific instruments, that is POLIX and XSPECT, is very important because what it will actually do and how it will do, what technology it will use is important. Okay, so it is built by the Raman Research Institute and UR Rao Satellite Center, which is located in Bangalore. Very important. It is the world's second satellite and first of India, and the life of this satellite is 5 years. So basically what this satellite do, what is polarization basically? It will study the polarization in a way like, see, when we are talking about the unpolarized light in the space, it is something like this. Okay, there is no direction of the light, okay, when we look at the invisible light. But in polarization, either it is upward or downward, okay, or backward and forward. So like a snake walks through on the ground or crawl on the ground, that is the polarization. And if it does in the particular direction, that is polarization. And if its movement is not in a particular direction and scattered here and there, that light is called unpolarized light. Okay, got the difference between the two, polarized and unpolarized? So what these polarized lights do, they will help in the study of the celestial bodies. Through these lights, the satellite will gather the data, and this data will be utilized by the scientists for various purposes like astrophysics, to study astrophysics, and sometimes in medical segment also it is used. So it is a very useful satellite for the growth of the economy. Okay, so launched by whom? It will study what are the two specific instruments, and it is developed by which research institute, and it is first in India and second in world, and estimated life is about 5 years. Everything is important. Okay, next is DRDO celebrated the 66th Foundation Day. So nothing much is important. Headquarter of DRDO is in New Delhi. It is the 66th Foundation Day of DRDO, and it represents what are the objectives of DRDO? That to make India technology reliant in the field of the armed forces, and make technology that are indigenously developed and compete in the world for various security issues and cutting edge technologies. Okay, this news is very important. NEDFC Limited sanctions rupees 766.47 crore for 5338 project in northeastern region. this Development Finance Corporation Limited, what it is a public listed company registered under Companies Act 1956, and its purpose is to give the financial assistance to micro, small and medium and large enterprises. The basic focus of this finance corporation is to do the sustainable and inclusive development in the northeastern region and provide the financial assistance to various individuals or groups so that they can make the northeastern region developed. Okay, so this scheme basically focus on 8 states of the northeastern region. You know the eight states that are typical 8 states of the northeastern region, and this will assist the grassroots small borrowers in underserved areas of northeastern region through this scheme. Now under this news, this scheme is very important. The features of the scheme, the objective of the scheme, the launch date of the scheme. This scheme is very important. So NADFI microfinance scheme, what it is? It aims to provide the financial assistance to individual and groups to generate income and make the northeastern region more developed. Okay, so there are key features of this income. First is that the loan amount is available up to 1 lakh rupees per individual or group. Okay, the second thing is that the time range for repayment of the loan amount ranges from 12 to 36 months. And third important feature is that no collateral is required to encourage the more individual or groups to borrow the money and help in development of the northeastern regions. Okay, these are the key features. And NADFI in collaboration with Ministry of Development of Northeastern (MDonor) has set the Northeast Venture Fund. So with which organization the NADFI established the Northeastern Venture Fund is very important. So NADFI in collaboration with MDonor set up the venture fund for northeastern region. This point is very important. And the capital commitment, very important. This can be asked in your 1 mark question. The capital commitment to the fund is rupees 100 crore, and in which MDonor will contribute 45, NDFI will contribute 30, and SEBI is also contributing 25 crore. Okay, this is very important. So they are basically collaborating with the MDonor and NDFI, but SEBI is also contributing 25 crore in the total capital amount of 100 crores. Okay, keep it in mind, this particular point. Ashtalakshmi Heart and Experience Center in Guwahati, Assam. So there is a hut in which cultural activities, the cultural, traditional, handicrafts, handloom were supported and encouraged in this hut. Okay, it is the project of cost of rupees 7.6 crore. And the important thing is that under this program, ARI silk spinning plant at Integrated Textile Park, Mushalpur, Baksa, that is in Assam. You just have to remember the name of the district and the name of the state and the project cost, that is approximately 14 crore was set up in Assam. Okay, so there can be a 1 mark question that where ARI silk spinning plant has been established recently and what is the cost? Approximately 14 crore and in the district of Mushalpur in Assam. Okay, PLI, the news is very important. See, I have told you various times that PLI, that scheme in PIB, when comes like PIB, this is the news related to the 1-year extension of automobile and auto components under the PLI scheme. But with this news, the static part of PLI scheme, that when it was launched, what are the recent developments under the scheme, becomes very important because PLI is in news. So the data of the PLI becomes very important. The examiner can ask question directly from PLI scheme and not from this news. Okay, because PLI is in news. So keep in mind both the static and the current part of the scheme. So under the scheme, there is an extension of 1 year for automobile and auto components, parts, and the 5 consecutive years. So it will start in 2023-24 and will end in 2027-28. Okay, So these are the 5 years for which the extension is available, and the disbursement will take place in 2024-25. The scheme also specifies that an approved applicant will be eligible for benefit for 5 consecutive years financial years. So a particular individual is also available for consecutively 5 years, okay? 5 years starting from 2023-24 to 27-28, but they cannot avail the benefits of the scheme beyond the March 2028, okay? That is the deadline. 31st March 2028 is the last date up to which the benefits under the scheme will be available, okay? The total outlay of the scheme has been increased to 25,938 crore. This outlay is very important. Approximately, you can remember that it is approximately 25,900 crore rupees that has been extended or given under the PLI scheme. And the most important thing is that where examiner can twist the question is the eligibility. Both the existing applicants who are taking the benefits under the scheme and the new applicants, both are eligible for the benefits of the PLI extended scheme. Please focus on the time period and timelines under this news. That is very important. 12% year-on-year growth during April-December 2023 period for the GST. Yes, everything is clear till now? Okay. So basically there is 12% jump to 14.97 lakh crore for the time period of April to December 2023. The data, because exam of RBI is in after 3-4 months, so data will keep on changing, but this is for the 6 month approximately 9 months data, so this becomes important. In December, large state economies such as Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu reported revenue growth in range 12 to 19%, okay? So there are major states which showed the major growth in the GST ranges from 12 to 19%, okay? Now what is the reason behind this 9 months jump that is of 12% year-on-year growth? Basically the consumer spending on the festive season and other things, and festive mood is there of the consumer, and various other factors like more disposable income with the consumer and the availability of the loan is the major reason for the GST growth, okay? Because there is more spending from the consumer's point of view or consumer side, so therefore there is a more growth in GST. Basically this is the primary reason for the growth in GST. National Mobile Monitoring System, very important news. This is very important. So National Mobile Monitoring System, that is NMMS application, is basically used for the Manrega scheme, okay? This is basically a real-time application that has been developed to monitor the workers, to get their photos and location and attendance and keep their records at a centralized place, okay, under this application. So what has been seen currently, that total number of registered job cards that are issued under the Manrega scheme is 14.32 crore, okay? So out of this 68% is active job cards. So basically there are frauds going on in the Manrega schemes. People are taking benefits on the name of the deceased person also, and there is no particular checking or particular survey that has been done on the site or in a particular village. So that's why there is mislocation of the allocation of funds, due to which under the scheme now, with the help of National Mobile Monitoring System app, the real-time attendance of the beneficiaries working at worker site will be captured. So what it will do, the workers at the site will click their photos and will submit it in the application with their location. The photo will be geotagged, due to which it helps the officers or officials or supervisors to know the information about who is coming to work on the location and whether the original person on behalf of which the job card is issued is actually present at the work site or not. Okay, so this will help in basically the auditing of the scheme, that is available or not. The NMMS application was launched in financial year 2021-22, used by supervisor officials to record the real-time attendance. What are the key features? Key features of the application is very important, because earlier the features of Upaj was also asked. So features of every application and website is, or any portal, is very important. So it will do the attendance registration. So supervisor can register the attendance of the workers, capturing their photos and location details. As I've told you, photos are geotagged. Work management. The application also allows recording of work details like type of work assigned, what is the progress made by the worker, and everything. Data access and monitoring. Authorized officials can access real-time attendance and work data on a central dashboard, enabling effective monitoring oversight. And fourth one is that it will allow transparency and accountability. Obviously, when the original person is present at the work site with the geo-tagged photograph, it will encourage the more transparency in the allocation of funds and directly contacting the beneficiary, and there cannot be any manipulation or ghost worker present. Ghost worker means the worker on which who is coming on the behalf of the person on the name of which the job card is issued. Okay. Good morning, trader. So now from which the allocation of fund, the benefits are directly transferred to the beneficiaries is the National Electronic Fund Management System, started in 2016-17 to provide wage payment directly into the account of beneficiaries. So this data is very important. The direct benefit is transferred using the National Electronic Fund Management System. Now let's come on to the 2nd January news. Everything is clear till now? Any doubt related to any news? Okay. Development projects worth more than rupees 20,000 crore in Tiruchirappalli, Tamil Nadu. So under such projects, or the PM visits to various districts or the states is important when something is launched. Okay, if we look at the point of view from SEBI and regulatory bodies exam, such news are not that important, but if any new scheme is launched or any old scheme is discussed at the speech, then it becomes important. So they inaugurated the new terminal building at the airport in Tiruchirappalli and dedicates the nation indigenously developed demonstration fast reactor fuel processing plant at ICGR Kalpakam. This news is important because first thing, it is indigenously developed, okay, and second thing is that it is the reactor fuel pre-processing plant, okay, and the location of the plant where it was launched or set up, okay, that is very important. Let's come on to the sickle cell disease. More than 1 crore screened for sickle cell disease. So as we have seen that from the past 3-4 months, the government is focusing so much on the sickle cell elimination from the country, and that's why the news becomes very important. So more than 1 crore people have been screened under this mission, as it was the guideline under the mission of sickle cell elimination guidelines that 1 crore people will be screened under the scheme, so that the government can keep a track of how much percentage of people are affected by the sickle cell anemia and what they can do to eliminate the disease. So sickle cell disease is a genetic blood disease which affects the whole life of the patient. It is more common in tribal population of India but occurs in non-tribal too. So the rate of sickle cell anemia under the tribal population is 15 to 30%. They are more prone to catching such disease because of the genetic shift and genetic drift, and because of the various other cultural reason under the tribal areas. So 15 to 30% is the rate for sickle cell disease under the tribal population, but it affects the non-tribal population too, and therefore the National Sickle Cell Anemia Elimination Mission was launched on 1st July 2023 at Shahdol, Madhya Pradesh. The place is very important, date is very important, and what is the mission about and objectives of the mission. Okay. The program is being carried out in a mission mode for screening, prevention, management of sickle cell anemia in all tribal and other high prevalent areas. It means it covers all the areas, whether tribal or non-tribal, and it will focus on, question can be asked that the mission will only focus on screening of the disease. No, it will focus on screening also, prevention also, and the management of the disease. Okay, so all the three aspects of eliminating the sickle cell anemia from the population of India has been focused under the mission. Okay, so tribal rate affected by the sickle cell anemia is 15 to 30%, and the major focus is on 278 districts and on 17 states with higher prevalence of sickle cell disease. So they are not focusing on all over India, they are focusing on 17 states with 278 districts, and the major states are Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Assam, UP, Kerala, Bihar and Uttarakhand. The name of the states are important because sickle cell mission is very important for the government. It was in news from past 6-7 months, okay, so starting from the July when the mission was launched. So that's why the name of 17 states, at least you can remember, or remember those states which are not covered. Okay, you can do it either way. Desert cyclone. So desert cyclone is the first maritime exercise between India and UAE that will that has taken place in Rajasthan, Mahajan. Place is important. Okay, so this exercise is basically focused on sharing the experiences and cooperating and collaborating in technologies for defense sector and other peacekeeping operations of the two countries. So participating forces, this is the first edition. That's why the exercise is very important. Chances are high for asking in exam. 45 personnel each from Indian Army's Mechanized Infantry Regiment. You have to remember here the name of the regiment that has participated in this exercise. Why? Because this is the first edition of the exercise. That's why it becomes important that which regiment took place in the exercise. And from the UAE, Land Forces Zayed 1st Brigade are participating. What is the objective? Objectives are like enhance interoperability, particularly in urban warfare environment. So the environment around us is very warlike situation, and that's why it is very important to collaborate and cooperate with each other through exercises and practice more, like if a war comes, like how we can act further in such environment. Share the best practices, exchange expertise and training methods in the operations like counter-terrorism under United Nations mandates. And third is strengthen bilateral relations, that is further deepen the existing friendship and trust between India and UAE. Okay, these were the three objectives. Now 2024 to be named Year of Human Resource Development and Discipline. This is only a little news because basically IRDAI's CMD named the year as the Year of Human Resource Development and Discipline. So there can be a question like which organization gave this name and why. So basically they are focusing on the upcoming years of the organization, and they have said that they have the roadmap of the new strategic sectors and they need to focus on geographies of the country so that they can develop more and have the contribution for the country. Okay, the last news, NADA India conducts as anti-doping awareness session. This session was conducted at Raipur, Chhattisgarh. National Anti-Doping Agency conducted this session to spread the awareness for the Junior National Fencing Championship. So for which championship they started this session? For the National Junior Fencing Championship. And anti-doping is refers to the act of preventing and deterring the use of substances that can be misused by the athletes and other sports person, and the international authority that gives the prohibited list for such substances is the WADA, that is World Anti-Doping Agency, that maintains a prohibited list which categorizes the banned and prohibited substances. Okay. Yeah, this series will be continue. Okay, we will continue this series. That's why we came with the session at alternative days, because it becomes very bulky to conduct session for the 10 days. Okay, after 10 days or 5 days. So every alternate day PIB session will continue now. Okay, starting from 1st January, and for the December we will take the session in the middle. Okay, whenever there is the chance to take session, and but the content of December 2023 will be available, okay, under the paid courses on the web, on the site of Crack Grade B. Any doubt till now? So the PIB for 1st and 2nd January is over. If you have any doubt, you can ask now in the next 5 minutes. Anjali, yeah, the PDF will be available, like I have just finished this session. Now for the 1st and 2nd January, PDF will be available on alternate days only. Okay, when the session will take place, right after the session the PDF will be uploaded. Okay. Okay, anything else? Okay, so no queries, so I wind up the session now. Okay, so it is a 2-day PDF, so please do revise regularly. If you are revising on 2-day basis, it will be easier for you to remember the data in your mind. Okay. Yeah, obviously RBI Grade B is very regular in with the vacancies. Okay. And video sufficient for exam. See, only PIB cannot make you clear the exam, but along with PIB you have to do current affairs and the government schemes and financial news also. The RBI circulars ho gaye. RBI circulars are not covered under the PIB. Okay, so not just PIB, the current affairs that we have just started from yesterday, please do focus on that also. Okay. Okay, so no doubt, no other doubts. So I wind up the session here. See you on the day after tomorrow for the next PIB, that is for 3rd and 4th January. Okay. Okay, thank you.